So I'm a used car dealer, and I sell cars that are $5,000 and under. And as you can see behind me, I have a lot of cars that we're working through our system right now to get ready to actually sell. See, over the last 2 weeks, we've actually bought 40 cars, and every one of these cars that we bought, we have to sell them for $5,000 and under. But here's the problem that we've had to deal with over the last few months is that even if we've had these cars that are $5,000 and under, you see up on my hill, I'm gonna walk you up here and show you some of the cars that we actually have for sale right now. All of these cars are $4,000, $3,500 bucks. $3,500 is right around our sweet spot right now of what we're selling. But even those are sitting longer than what we've experienced over the last few years. And even if I can go down here and I can buy all these cars, I can buy 40 cars and have tons of inventory of $5,000 and under on my lot, I'm still concerned about actually having buyers on the other side, because what we're seeing right now is even cars that we're selling for $3,500, we've had $2,500 cars that have sat on my lot for weeks without selling. And it's not the case of, okay, it's just a trash car or whatever. We haven't had that experience in the last few years. If we have something that runs and it's $2,500 on my car lot, it insta sells. But right now is not the case. Now I could be taking a big gamble buying this many cars in a short amount of time, when on the other side there might not actually be buyers for these cars. And this is something that I'm very concerned about right now. And make sure you subscribe, so I'm going to keep you up to date on what we're experiencing on almost a daily basis, as far as if we're able to sell through these cars, if we're having to mark them down. That's another big concern that I'm having, because we were able to actually move through some cars, but the way we had to do it was actually mark them all down by at least $500 when we're actually moving through some of these cars that have sat for a very long time. And that's something that can really eat into the profits that I'm getting here at my used car dealership. And a lot of these cars that are coming in now, they're going to be competing with a lot of the cars that we've had sitting for a little bit of time. So this is a lot of stuff that we have to work through, and I'm very, very, very concerned about how we're going to actually move through all these cars that we just bought in this very short amount of time.
How soon do you expect car sales to rebound on your lot?
Well, if you would have asked me 2 days ago, I would have said we would have started picking up this week, because we just added a lot of new cars to our car lot. But we've only sold 2 cars this week. We're day 3 into this week. So I am more concerned today than I was yesterday. I hope things are going to pick up. I would assume next week, because we have more cars coming in, we have better prices coming in right now, that we should get a rebound next week. But who knows? I mean, the thing about it is, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and all of our other channels, because I'm going to be updating you almost on the daily about how our cars are moving, what we're doing about our pricing. And I can say that as far as inventory goes, I'm not as concerned as we had been. As far as selling cars, I'm still worried. I'm still worried. We the last 5 months, I actually looked at the numbers the other day to make a video. We lost money, we broke even, we lost money, we made a little bit of money, and then last month we made a little bit of money. But we have I would say over the last 5 or 6 months, we've probably come real close to breaking even, if not losing just a little bit. So and I know that during tax time, that's when we're going to make a bulk of our money, but we've always been able to make money each and every month. I've been doing this 14 years now. This is the most that we broke even or lost money a month within a year than we've ever done before. My wife can correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on this.
I haven't literally checked that from that.
We got to be close,
but I'm pretty sure that's right. I would be surprised if that's not right.
Yeah, so I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
And excuse me. So one thing to note about the person who's talking about starting their own car lot. This is, a very real issue. You've got to have inventory on your lot to get people out. It can go up and down, and you can't use 1 week to say things are going well or things aren't, unless you're on YouTube, because it is very much updating all the time. And if you're looking at, is my business okay? It takes a long time to understand what the trend really is.
Yeah, and what I can say is, there's going to be videos that come out through the weeks, and you probably even experienced this if you followed a lot of our stuff over the last 2 months or so, where it's like high and low and high and low and high and low, and it looks like I'm flip-flopping. And at the end of the day, I can just give you what's happened over the last 5 months, and it's not been good. But what I can say is that things seem to be trending a little bit better just because of the inventory that we're having. Now, it's not to say that, okay, we can have great inventory on our lot, in my opinion, and then there's be no buyers on the other side. But I've never experienced that. So I'm not going to think that that's going to happen. I'm just letting you know that I'm concerned at the moment right now, because that I understand that if the economy's worse than what we're led to believe, then we could have a situation where it doesn't matter how good our inventory is, like it could just not sell because people just don't have money. But I don't think it's that bad. And I do think because we have better inventory now, we've gotten in better inventory. Alex bought 19 cars. Alex is my mechanic. He's bought 19 cars this week. I looked at prices. Prices are great. So as those cars come out in the next week and a half, I think we'll pick up just because, not because of anything's changed in the market, but just because we have better cars for better prices sitting on our lot. Watch me in a week and a half. You'll see if it actually materializes. And if it doesn't, then we're going to have a title saying my worst nightmare is happening in the car market right now. And you're going to watch that video because it's going to get pumped. I promise. So that's what you look forward to. And if our views start going down, then that means my car lot's probably doing pretty good. We have this weird inverse thing that happens with my business and YouTube. The worse that the car lot does, the better that YouTube does, because I can talk about the car lot not doing well. And over the last 5 months or whatever, our channel where we update you guys a lot on what we're actually dealing with at the car lot's done great, because our car lot has sucked for a lot of the time throughout this summer. I would like there to be an easy middle ground. I wish it wouldn't do this all the time. I wish we would just do okay at the car lot and then do okay on YouTube, and you put those two together, we're doing great. But it just doesn't. I don't get that luxury to be able to do this on YouTube, and still, because you guys like the negative, and I understand that. I maybe not like it, but you're more prone to click on the negative. And I mean, obviously, I know that, and I'm guilty of over exaggerating things sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
You?
But anyway, watch the video. You're going to get the real information in the video. Titles might be a little over the top, but that's how YouTube is. I hate it, but that's how it is.
Is it better to buy one used car for $5,000 every year, or a new car every 10 years for $50,000?
I would go on the $5,000 car every year. Now, here's the thing. I'm a car dealer that sells cars for $5,000 and under. So I'm telling you, okay, come buy a car from me every single year for that price. But the way it breaks down is that you're not going to have to buy another $5,000 car. As long as you do your due diligence, as long as you do your research on the actual car, as long as you get checked out by a mechanic, you can have a $5,000 car that lasts you 10 years. And that might be crazy for some of you to think, but it can absolutely happen. I mean, just until the last few years or so, my wife and I, for 10 years, drove cars that we bought for under $5,000 that were going to be sold on my lot. That's what we drove. So you can have cars that are reliable, that last, that you pay under $5,000 for, as long as you do the work to do it. Now, a $50,000 car, you're not going to have to do any work. You're going to be able to go buy a brand new one. It's going to be under warranty. You're not going to have to worry about it. But it's also going to cost you $45,000 more than that $5,000 car. But I think that you can get away with, over the course of that 10 years, you can buy probably 3 $5,000 cars and still end up being just fine and saving yourself a ton of money, and not have to take out debt for a car and use that money to invest, do whatever else you want to with it, pay down house, whatever. But even me, I've talked about this before, and I talk about people who have like $75,000 brand new trucks. It's to the point where I don't care how much money I have. There's so much better stuff I can do with a $20,000 truck and that $55,000 worth of cash. That $55,000 worth of cash, I can do so much with that money versus just driving around in this nice $75,000 truck. There's never a situation where I'm going to have a truck like that. I mean, yeah, they're nice, they're sweet, they're awesome, but I would almost 100 out of 100 times have, I say almost 100. That's the dumbest analogy ever. I would 100 out of 100 times want to have that cheaper truck and then be able to use that money for something else than having that expensive truck just because it looks nice or because I care about what someone else thinks about what I'm driving. I'm not going to be in that place. I want to be more wise with my money than that.
One comment I have is, first of all, chances are higher that you're financing that 50,000. So there's that. And second, I don't know why you would need to buy another car every year for 10 years on that 5,000. Sure, you could get unlucky with one, but you're not getting unlucky with 10.
I mean, I'm sure this is just a theoretical question.
Right. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I think when it comes down to reality, it wouldn't be that 10 cars for 5,000. It would probably, I mean, even if you're really moving it around, 5 cars for 5,000 and you save a ton of money, even with the repairs for whatever that $5,000 car is. Where are you?
I'm here.
Next
question.
All right, just go ahead and give the spiel.
I've already done this one. I will do quick. Most common question we get is, where's your car lot? And I don't give that information out. I know a lot of you think I'm absolutely insane, and it's very stupid for me not to try to get more business to my car lot. But the thing about it is, my goal here on YouTube is to be able to give you advice that you can use in your market. You can be able to find a car dealer just like myself where you are. And I feel like if I'm trying to give you advice about the car market, if I'm trying to tell you what's going on in the car market, if I'm trying to tell you when to buy, when not to buy, it's going to come across a very different way if I've got $2,500 cars behind me and say, hey, come buy this car. But then in the same video, I'm saying you should wait to buy a car because I think prices are going to go down just a little bit more, or right now is not the right time to buy. But I've got this Tahoe behind me. You should come buy it from me right now. It's going to be like inverse. Obviously, I want to sell cars and I want to sell them right now. But I also want to give you information about the market. And I feel like my business approach of what I'm doing in the market and my advice approach of what I'm telling you to do in the market can sometimes be conflicting. And I don't want that to be in play whenever I'm doing these videos, because I want me to be someone that you can trust. I feel like when you get business wrapped up into also giving true and honest information, then it can't come across the same way. It's a difficult line to walk, and that's not one I even want to tiptoe around. So we're not going to.